Oh. I should probably put this away. This summer marks my 10-year anniversary on social media. Please, hold the applause. I've loved it, I've hated it, I've deleted it, I've reinstalled it. And it took a 15-second social experiment for me to figure out that perhaps we're missing out on something way greater. So, before we get into it, I wanted to share just paint a quick picture of where we're at with social media today. So, Exhibit A, let's start with oversharing. Nobody wants to see this, especially my family. And Exhibit B, envy. 5 years ago, I got divorced. It was an incredibly challenging time for me, and I turned to social media to help escape some of the pain. I'd cruise down my feed, and I'd see so much good news from my friends, and it made me feel worse. And Exhibit C, straight up phoniness. Yep, I've got that covered too. We all want our businesses to be successful, but I bought Instagram followers for an account called Are You Being Real? Yeah. It's all about being authentic, and clearly I wasn't. Remember when we used to write each other handwritten letters and talk on the phone for hours? That was nice. Today, we're supposedly more connected than ever, and we check our phones 100 times a day. We spend over 4 hours on them, but we try to speak our minds in 140 characters or less. We ghost entirely, or we choose our phones over each other. I know we can all relate on that one. So really, no wonder why so many people feel lonely these days. So how can we strengthen our relationships through social media? Last year, my dad passed away at the age of 67 after an 18-year battle with young onset Alzheimer's disease. Even though I knew it was coming, it didn't make it any easier when he finally passed. And I found myself really struggling, trying to make sense of it, but not knowing how to cope. Upon sharing the news on my social media, I felt like I was hit by a tsunami of love. I was so touched by all the messages, and I just didn't know how to respond, because clicking like or writing thanks just wasn't going to cut it. And I also didn't want to sit there for hours typing out paragraphs. So instead, I just took out my phone, I pressed record, and I spoke from my heart. And I replied to as many people as I could with personalized messages. It was such a therapeutic experience that I wondered, what can I do that's something similar that I can apply in my daily life? And then I came up with this idea that I like to call the birthday experiment, where I send personalized videos to every single one of my Facebook friends on their birthdays. Now, for a guy who just 5 years ago would delete posts in fear of being judged, the contrast could not be any greater. So I have 2,700 Facebook friends, and I figure as long as I choose to be friends with someone, saying hi and wishing them well is worth 15 seconds of my life. 15 seconds is also the cap that Facebook Messenger puts on videos recorded within the app. And in my case, prevents me from being an incoherent, rambling mess. I've sent messages to everyone from my closest friends and family, to grade school classmates, to ex-girlfriends, family members of ex-girlfriends, and even those people who you have absolutely no idea where or how you met them. People's birthdays are just another day for most of us. But for them, it's their day. So I remind myself of that and think of some of our memories that we've shared together when pressing record. As of today, I have sent 1,762 messages. And the best part is that I've heard back from over 70% of the people. It's created over 1,000 conversations. People really appreciate the personal touch and the effort. And it's reinvigorated hundreds of dormant relationships that essentially just, there hadn't been any communication in years. With about 7 birthdays a day, it takes me just 5 minutes to send the videos and to reply to any messages, and it's 100% worth it. Here's what some people have been saying in response. In the land of text messages, wall postings, and telephone calls, one Facebook video rises above them all. Way to make Facebook personal and not just watch people from afar. I wish everyone did this. Or, love the personal touch. You just inspired me to add that to my list of goals for 35. Make it more personal. And it didn't end there. People replied with videos of their own. I had the opportunity to be set up on multiple dates, so yeah. So it's better than Tinder. I received some amazing business opportunities, and I even got a chance to connect with my friend Andrew, only weeks before he passed away. We hadn't spoken in over 10 years. Without the birthday experiment, we never would have gotten that chance. This has become a cherished daily ritual for me. It's fun, it's fulfilling, and I consistently feel better afterwards. And yeah, it's really nice to get a video on your birthday. But the reason it works is actually so much deeper and has nothing to do with birthdays at all. We want to be seen. We want to be valued. We want to be loved. And the birthday experiment does just that. It's about human connection. It's about getting in the habit of supporting others, and in my case, standing for what I believe in. I want to live in a world where more people are open and honest, so we can actually understand each other, best support one another, and ultimately thrive together. That's the real reason why I do the birthday experiment. It's one shot in the dark that I hope will create a positive ripple effect in the world. And believe it or not, Facebook appears to get this too. Upon reaching 2 billion users, CEO Mark Zuckerberg rewrote the company's mission statement. And everyone on Facebook got a video letting them know, or letting us know, that it's not about the number, it's what all of us can do together. It's time to use our smartphones in smarter ways. And here are 3 of my favorite ways to do it. Number 1, start a conversation. Be proactive and reach out to people you appreciate or want to get to know. So many people have done this to build relationships, successful careers, or even find love. And if you want to try out the birthday experiment, go for it. It's amazing. Another great conversation starter is just posting questions on your Facebook wall. In fact, I gathered research for this talk by doing that. You can literally post any question about any challenge that you have and get amazing answers from people you trust. It is so much more time effective than a Google search. Number 2, be giving. Make a habit of sharing your personal insights, causes you believe in, and content that touches your heart. If it's meaningful to you, it'll probably be meaningful to other people as well. And you never know. Sharing a quick post, just pushing send, could potentially save or change someone's life. You can also give the gift of gratitude by letting someone know you appreciate their post. I think we can all do a little bit better of a job with that, definitely in comparison to not even liking at all or just clicking like, actually reaching out and being a human and creating some connection. It really is so easy. It'll make you both feel great and literally just takes a few seconds. And number 3, be real. Let people see you. It's the best tip for getting what you truly, most deeply desire. I'll admit, I still check my phone over 100 times a day, and I am definitely still addicted to it. But now, I use it to create more value for others and to become a better me. You can too, and I dare you to try something new. In fact, that's what we're going to do right now. For Carrie, It's her birthday today, and she just so happens to be my first ever high school girlfriend. So hopefully it's not too awkward. We'll see how it goes. So let me tee it up. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to hit record. I'm going to say a few words to Carrie, and then on the count of 3, we're going to all say happy birthday, Carrie. So 1, 2, 3, happy birthday, Carrie. We got it? Yeah. All right, sweet, thanks. Here we go. Hey, Carrie, I see on Facebook that it's your birthday today, and I wanted to send you some serious love for the year ahead with this incredibly random video. And I've got some friends that want to say hi, too. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Carrie! That was hysterical, and I can't wait to see what she has to say in response. In our hands is the greatest communication tool of all time. Instead of scrolling endlessly and comparing our lives to other people's highlight reels, let's make a positive impact in the world. Thank you.